Slicer is used to perform the dynamically filtering on the report or visualization. It performs the slicing and dicing of our data. Okay, we can apply the slicer on the visualization page or all pages level. So how to do this? Let's see. What is the slicer first? Okay, so let's open the Power BI. So slicer is nothing but the if I okay, let me open any of the file. Okay, let's say I am opening this file, Adventure Car Customer. Okay, if you see, this is the data. I want to filter out only male. Okay, I want to filter on the male only. So how will I filter? First I will add the filter on the column. So there is a gender. Okay, so put the filter on the gender. Okay, so when you put the filter, you can see we got a something drop down. Okay, you can filter out now. So see, when I click on the drop down, I got the option that whether you want to select filter or something, male, female. So I can select the male or female. Okay, so filter out the only female data. So same kind of filters we can use in the Power BI. Okay, so filter we already seen. There is a slicer. Okay, so slicer will be used to apply on the all visualization. Okay, or on the report or apply to the multiple report. So let's see. Let me close this. Okay. Now Power BI has been started. Let's connect the file first. So Ankita, how to connect the file? How to connect to the file? Ankita, are you there? Okay, so click on the get data. Click on the text file. Okay, so I have some data in my, I'm going to connect the some global data. Click on the OK. Okay, so let's load this data. Okay, so we got a data. In the data you can see there is a category, city, container, regions data, some other dates data are there. Okay, so let's create some of the visualization first. I want to see total number of customer on particular region wise. Okay, number of customers. So how to take the number of customers? So we have customer ID. Take the customer ID. Okay, take the customer ID. So whenever you take the customer ID, okay, we need a count of the customer, total number of customer, right? So we will take the count of the customer, right? So we need to take the count of the customer, count distinct. Okay, now take the country. Where is the country? Or I will take the continent. Okay, continent, no, not a continent. Take the something. Take the region. Just give me 2 minutes. हॅलो, मी म्हटलं तुम्ही गावाला चालले का? तुम्ही वीकेंडला चालले? ठीक आहे, तुम्ही जात असाल जा, तर मग ट्रॅव्हल्सने पाठवून दिलं असतं आपण लॅपटॉप. कारण मी सोमवार मंगळवारी जाणार होतो नागपूरला, त्याच्यामुळे. हां हां हां, तो मावशीच्या पोराचा तो त्याने मागत होता, त्याच्यावर होता ॲक्च्युली. हां चालेल, मग तुम्हाला पडता मग यवतमाळ घेऊन येईल मी. नाही, यवतमाळला मी जाणारच आहो, काम आहे तिकडे, तर तिकडे येणार होतं, मग पिकअप करून घेईल. हां तुम्ही घरीच पाठवा. हां घरीच पाठवा. हां चालेल, ठीक आहे ठीक आहे, चला ठीक आहे ठीक आहे ठीक आहे. मी करतो तुम्हाला कॉल, आता क्लास चालूच होता माझा ॲक्च्युली. हां ठीक आहे. Hello, yeah. So where we were? So we have taken the count of the number of customers. Okay, total number of customer by country, by region level. Is this a region? Okay, region. Okay, so this is a country level. Now, okay, make it as a data label on. Okay, now one more chart I want to add. That is a how much sales have, for which mostly, just second, this is the region. Okay, so number of product has been sold. Okay, category of the sales, I want to show the one of the charts for the category of the sales. How to show? So select the category. Okay, select the category and sales. Where is the sales? Click on the sales. Okay, so there are so many categories, so I don't want to take this some category. Let's change something. I want to take something department. Okay, and sum of sales to take. So sales, we have sales actually showing as a text. Okay, so let's take up something profit. So profit also showing as a text. Okay, so let's change some data first. Go back to the Power BI, edit query, and change the data type of the sales and profit. How to change? How to change the data type of the sales column? Okay, so this is a sales. So sales, you can see there is a ABC. It means it is showing the text. I want to change into the. I want to make it as an integer. How to make it integer? First we need to remove the dollar. So how to remove? just replace this. Just remove the dollar. So dollar, I will put nothing, so it will just replace nothing. Okay, so I got a value. Okay, now I need to convert into the number. So whole number, select. Okay, so it convert into the whole number. Okay, so same thing also for the profit. So go to the profit. Where is the profit? Okay, so profit here is, so you need to remove first dollar. Where is the dollar? Okay, replace the dollar with the nothing, and then change the data type of the column name. Okay, now go back and apply again, close and apply. So it will load the changing data. Okay, so we have profit. So just make it as a sum of profit department wise. Okay, so I want to show the department as a bar chart. Okay, so how to change into the bar chart? Just click on the bar chart. Okay, and drag this chart into the here. Okay, now one more thing, I want to make it something. I want to add one more charts which will show the detail of the department and country level. So make a one more charts here. So customer segment wise, number of people in particular which segment it is available. Okay, so how we will make it? So we can show in the chart as well. One more time. So create a donut chart, add the customer segment and total customer. So customer segment wise, total customers. Okay, so can you see this? Now these are the total of the customer we are getting. Okay, so these are the charts, right? Now I want to add this one slicer. Slicer means if I slicer on the year, one slicer for the year, one slicer for the month, and one slicer for the okay, year, month I will add first. Then there is a one slicer I need for the country. Okay, so let's add the slicer. So what is a slicer? So you can see, if you go to the here, you can see there is a slicer available. Okay, so just click on the slicer. Okay, just click on the slicer. So you got the slicer. Okay, so I want to add the country level slicer. First I need a region. Okay, so let's add this region slicer. Okay, so can you see this? We got the region slicer. I want to change this is taking too much space. Okay, and if I try to adjust here, it will not adjust. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to reduce it. Okay, so I will change their type, like drop down. Okay, how to convert into drop down? So there is a value. If you go to the on the just top of the corner, okay, of the slicer, so there is a, if you click on the there, okay, on the symbol, drop down symbol, you will get a drop down and list. Okay, so right now this is showing a list. I want to make a drop down. Click on drop down. Okay, so you got a drop down. Now you have now space, you reduce the space, right? Okay, so you can just drop down and select the particular this one, right? So just drag this now. Okay, drag this here. Okay, so this is a region. Now I want to add one more, that is country level. Okay, so if I select the only west, or if I select only central region, only central region will be filter on the all charts. Okay, so click on the central. Okay, can you see this? Central, only central charts has showing, only central related data we are getting filter on everything. Okay, if you click on again, if you want the south, click on south, you got the south. Okay, if you click on the west, it will give you the west. So total west data, west region data, and this all of the west region data. Okay, so this is the one slicer. Now I want to add one more. Okay, so how to clear this? How to clear? So there is a button, is a clear. Okay, clear selection. Just click on this, it will give you all data. Okay, go back to the normal. Okay, now I want to one more, that is a country. Okay, one more slicer I will take. So how to take a slicer? Go to the slicer, click on the slicer. Okay, add the country. Where is the country? Okay, so you can see country. Now I want to make it as a drop down. Click on drop down. Okay, so make it as a drop down. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so just drag this drop down, and this one I got it now. Okay, so this is a second field slicer. Okay, now third one is I want to add a one range. Range means if I want to see the from particular date to the start date to end date, if customer can suppose you build a dashboard, this dashboard for your business, some management people will use it. So they wanted to select a date, they wanted to select the date for like if you want date like a range of the date, they will select a start date and end date. So how we will do this? So we can use a date slicer also. Okay, so let's take a date. So I am taking order date. Okay, slicer, order date slicer. Okay, so when you take this one, you will get a like this. Okay, you will get a this hierarchy kind of. Okay, but I don't want like this. I want to like make it as a, let's say if you take a drop down. Okay, but still it is showing like a this one 2011. Then in quarter one there is a month January. In January what date you want to select? Okay, so that thing actually I don't want, right? I want a range. I want a range. So how to change into the range? First remove this one, change the date into the, this is the hierarchy of the date, year, quarter, month, date. Okay, I want to change into the normal date. Click on the drop down and click on the order date. Can you see this order date? Select the order date. Okay, now if you go back, you can see now we are getting all dates here. But problem is, if suppose customer want to select the particular date means what? If customer want like he want to select the 2011 data, 4th March of 2011. So he will have to just move this cursor. Okay, but it is very difficult. If you do this like this, go to 2011. Okay, so this is very, very difficult. So instead of that, what I will do, I will add the slicer like one range date. Okay, so how to add the range date? So go to the format. Okay, click on the first date, go to the format of the date. Okay, so you can see there is a selection control. Okay, so there is a selection control. You can see this. There is a select, single select is a off. Okay, multi select is the control. Okay, there must be a one option. Go to the general. Okay, if you enable select all option, you will be able to see the all option here. Okay, so can you this select all? So it means you can select the all option. Okay, so this is the one, and one is a there is a date range actually is there. So how to make it a date range? Just second, we need to set the date range. I think some other way it is there. Just second, let me check the Google. What it is saying? Okay, create a related date. Oh, okay. So we need to okay. First we need to select the related date. Okay. So first okay, so select the related date. In the related date, then you will get the some option that is the select or last first. Okay. Actually, not dislike. I have something which was showing differently. Let me go back again. Okay, go to the property now. Now check numeric input. Date range. Okay, so we got a now option. When you convert onto the related date, you will get an option like this. Now your option will be changed. Okay, so include today date range. I need a selection control, something different. Okay, select the between. Now this is one. Okay, so it is a between option. Okay, if you go to the here, okay, there is a between option. If you select the between, you will get this. So you will get a kind of range. Okay, so they can select. So let me just put this over the other on the top. Okay, now we got the slicer. So I want to change the background color, so it will be little visible. Okay, how to make a change background color? Go to here, go to the slicer, then go to the background color. Background I want to change into the blue color. Okay, so and text. Okay, so same I want to apply. Okay, now if I select any of the date, like I want to select the particular date, okay, filter, we can filter out from this range to the particular this range. Okay, so 10/1/2011 to the 12/12/2012. Okay, so it will filter everything. If you make it again, okay, you can see it is applying on the all. If I select again region, okay, Argentina and all. Okay, so we can make it clear and just increase. Okay, so this is the what is use of the slicer. Understood now what is use of the slicer? Everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So it allows to perform the dynamic filtering on the report or visual. Okay. So second point is it performs the slicing and dicing of the data. We can apply the slicer to the visual page, all pages, specific page. So there is a task: create a pages with the all visual which contain the customer information. Okay. So create a new page. Create a pages with the all visual which contain the customer information. Okay. Let's say I am again taking a one more page, okay, and adding one of the data. Let's say I am adding some continent and the customer, number of customers, count of. So just take this one. Okay, count of customer for the continent level. Okay, so there is a page 1 and page 2. Page 1 and page 2. I want to apply, if suppose I selected any filter here, it should apply on the page 2 also. Okay, so I am taking a region, copying the region, this slicer, okay, and putting into the page 2. Paste here. Okay, let's say I am applying, okay, sync. So there is an option you will get when you copy and paste here. You will option get that one or more of the copy visual may stay in the sync with the visual. Sync means if you apply on there, it will apply here again. If you select something there, it will filter out the second page also. Okay, so if I click on the sync, so click on sync. So let's go to the page 1. If suppose I am selecting one region, okay, I am selecting only central. Okay, it is apply here. So is it apply here also? Okay, it is also apply here. You can see this only one country continent are showing. Okay, central has been applied automatically. So it means it can apply on the across the multiple pages. Okay, you can apply the slicer on the across the multiple pages. So this is what use of the this one. So you can do this example. Okay, you can try this. Then there is a step which shows something. So what it is showing? Two types of slicer. It is showing two types of slicer. So what is that? Vertical slicer and horizontal slicer. Okay, so vertical slicer and horizontal slicer. So this was a vertical. So let's say I am taking a one region also. Okay, I copy this and go to the page 3. I am putting here. So this is a, what is this? This is a vertical. Okay, I want to make it horizontal. How to do this? Go to the view. Okay, so in filter there must be option. What are the option? Okay, so what is the option? There is a vertical and a horizontal. If you go to here, type of slicer vertical, just second. Okay, so let's go to here. So if you go to the setting, of this, okay, so here you will see the some options for the vertical or horizontal. Okay, maybe options here. Single select. Okay, I'm putting as a single select. Where is the option? Okay, let's see this task. Adding a horizontal and vertical slicer to the visualization. Okay, so how to do this? Select the slicer from visualization, drag segment into the select the slicer from which, drag the segment into the it. Okay, so let's take a this one. So let me delete this. Number of customers. Where is the number of customers? Okay, department wise. Now what is the next option? Select the slicer from which, Okay, I will check this one. I think I am not remembering. Set a chance. Let me check something. Okay, so let's see later. This is okay. So so this one example left. Okay, we will take this one. Adding the slicer. So there is a next one is the add the date slicer. So date slicer we have seen, right? So how to take it like a how to make it as a slicer like a range date, right? Kind of. So you can select the last one, last 5, last second kind of date. Okay, here if you change this. Okay, if you want to apply the button to the filter, so there are some options you have to follow steps. So you need to go to the Power BI. Okay, so apply option means what? Okay, so apply option like this. So let's go to the this one. Okay, go to the file, option setting, query prediction, add. You can see there is a slicer, add apply button to each of the apply changes. When you are ready, click on OK. So you can see whenever you select any of the region. Okay, so let me make it full. Okay, whenever you select any of the region, okay, apply. So it will not directly apply here. Okay, until and unless you click on the apply. Okay, first you select any of the things. Okay, then if you apply on this, click on the apply, then it will apply. Otherwise it will not apply. Okay, so let's say east. Okay, so this is how we can apply the apply button also on the visualization. Now next is, okay, so this is for the filtering. So this notes I will upload on the already I have uploaded on the drive, so you can go through this and do the practice. Okay, so tomorrow we will start the new one, some visualization and other things. Okay, I think we already seen the some visualization, so some of the charts, advanced chart, we will go through this. So I think then we will be completing everything. Okay, so I think we are done for today. We can meet on the same time.